Here we are, welcome back to the channel, and we're on round 3 of the RTR league race, and this was qualifying. Ended up being quite a poor session, not managing to kind of get the lap together, but quite frustrating how my practice lap would have actually put us in pole. But yeah, couldn't quite manage it there, but congrats to MMGT who managed to snatch pole position. We were 3 tenths behind in the end, but starting P7, Italia in P2 and Jack in P3. So as you'll see, this combination ended up being quite dramatic, a lot of action throughout the field as we're looking to start the race from P7. So we get a decent start. We've got Sortie 13 in front, Valkyrie P4 and Tom right in front in P6. This combination with these cars and GR4 Citroen cars, quite a wide layout track, so can provide some really side-by-side and close action. As we're going for an alternative strategy this time, we've started on the racing mediums rather than the soft tyres. As we follow Tom through the fast S's, we're forced to go slightly wide and puts us onto the marbles, and we've just got absolutely no grip whatsoever in those medium tyres. Not the ideal place to go off there. As you can see, look how much positions we lose. I think we were P7. Oh yeah, absolutely crazy. We've gone from P7 to P12 just by going off the grass, but go for a dive down the inside, brake as late as we can. Great racing and great action. About 4 or 5 cars all in action there. As you can see, tempo going, but yeah, look at that. Puts us wide onto the grass, which loses all momentum onto that straight. The Bahamas just in front, so we go for a late dive down the inside of that tight kind of banked hairpin. Got 5 cars all on astern. Brilliant racing. So yeah, lap 1, bit of a shocker, gone from P7 to P10. This, to be honest, was completely my fault. I kind of misjudged the braking point, had to move out the way from hitting tempo. Ended up hitting TCC leads, didn't put him off track, but ended up getting a 2-second penalty for that. Which I thought was a bit harsh, as we didn't have any damage on the car, so I think it looked worse than it actually was. But it did actually say that I got a 2-second penalty for forcing a driver off the road, which he didn't actually go off the road. But there you go, Gran Turismo's penalty system for you. As we've got Kevin in P10 just in front, an old banger to the right of us. We're down the inside of Kevin, just give each other enough room, and great respect and great racing. It's a really fast guy as well, but we're giving him the space that he needs. Following through these S's, we come to serve a 2-second penalty, which is in the worst possible place to slow you down. Everyone is going flat out. So this 2 seconds that ends up probably being about 4 seconds in total, which is pretty shocking. As we go to dead last, as you can see, 2 cars there actually crashed out. So we'll have a look what happened there. So we ended up going dead last for a second. So complete disaster. We've got Jack in front. I think it's actually MMGT in front. I'm not sure if we got a penalty, but he goes to the right and goes to the left, and I think we're on board with TCC leads. So just end up tapping each other, maybe just caught him out a bit there. Well, TCC leads actually waiting for MMGT as well to let him back past. So behind RTR, Revet going for these tricky little sections. You've really got to hook the inside of these. So Revet goes slightly wide, gets his back end slightly loose. We just get down the inside. We've got Anthony in front as well, and we've got to go for a move on Anthony onto this fast long straight into this kind of really tight banked hairpin, which can break really late on this one. So we're going 3 abreast down the straight. As we see, we've got Bahamas right behind us, so ready to make a move if anything goes wrong. But I mean, it's action throughout, to be honest. We break as late as we can, go on the outside, and just manage to cut back inside behind Anthony to stay P12. So behind Anthony going for these another set of fast S's, and just kind of we're going side by side here. Got a tiny little tap there, the slightest little tap, which put us again wide onto the grass for another journey on the grass. So yeah, we get back down to P14. Bit of a yo-yo of a race. Yeah, absolutely crazy. We're gaining positions and losing positions as well. So Rever just in front there. We just managed to sneak down the inside of Rever to gain P13 with MMGT right behind us. You can see now he makes a move down the inside, Good move by MMGT. I'm not sure what tyres he's on again. He might be on the soft tyres there. The idea was for us to start on the mediums, so we can end the race on softs, and hopefully end with a strong run at the end. But you can see MMGT then has to dive down inside of Bahamas. Great little move. He's made 2 positions in a couple of corners, so good going considering that a lap ago he was in the grass. So he's making progress quite nicely. So we've got MMGT just in front of him. Slight mistake going onto that, leading onto that straight. So we've dived down inside again, side by side racing. But Bahamas just in front. We're still in P13, but if you look on the back of Bahamas, you can see how close it is between myself and MMGT. Again, great respect between 2 drivers, and we go side by side, and this is what it's all about again, isn't it? It's battles throughout the field. You don't always have to win to have a good race. I've always said that. It does help to win, don't get me wrong, but you can have a great race midfield or even at the back. So great racing so far, and nice and clean. So we come to this tight bank section again. We've got Bahamas just in front, and we've got a slow Anthony. So he made a mistake coming off that hairpin. So we're going to make a move down the inside, the same move we went to a couple of laps ago, and it ends up being pretty much exactly the same result. We get a little tap and just end up going wide again, the same place, onto the grass again, and puts us dead last. Fantastic. So yeah, we'll have another look at that. We can see he has a slow run out. We've got me on the left hand side, and TCC leads actually comes down the other side, so we're a bit of a sandwich there. Just squeezes, and yeah, we'll get pushed slightly wide. And TCC leads again, I think just waits for me to let me get back past. So respect to TCC leads for that. Didn't have to do that. So we're in P15, trying to make our way back. But yeah, I mean, it's only been 6 laps and we've had so much action. So we make a move on Trevor again to going P14. We've got Slammer and 2013, the 2 Germans battling out for P5. We've got Tempo just inside in P4. So solid run for these guys at the minute. So through these dodgy little fast S's onto that straight, you've got to get that so right, hook the inside of those curves so you can gain momentum on the straight. But we're gaining places on Bahamas now, who goes defensive, try to give him a dummy. If we go left and duck down inside right, gives us a bit of a squeeze. We almost got 2 wheels on the grass, but we're going to go for this move anyway. We can need to try making some moves now and try and make the most of these medium tyres before we pick to the softs. So great little move down the inside. Again on to lap 9 behind Albinist. Nice little running him out those fast S's into this banked hairpin again. Brake really late and hook the inside for another move to P11. So Valkyrie from P1 makes his pit stop. As he comes out, you can see how much time actually we have lost, because he actually makes a pit stop and comes out, and there's us just behind, fighting Italia, who's in the net P2. So you can see how much time we've actually lost, that Valkyrie has actually made the pit stop and come out in front of us. So there's Italia, he's on fresh, I think he's on fresh medium tyres. I think he started on the softs, would have been on the softs there, so he's on a fresh set of medium tyres, and our medium tyres now are pretty dead, but side by side action with Italia. Again, great racing, but inevitably he's going to get the best of us. Tyres are now, I think, around about 11, 12 laps old. So yeah, we're coming on to, yes, lap 13. We've got Albanger on the left, and we've got Sorty 13 coming down the inside. Now he's on a fresh set of soft tyres, so he's going to get way more grip, but we go 3 wide coming into the setup. We're going to brake as late as we can, right down the middle, but Sorty gets the inside line there, but we managed to get Albanger on the inside. But you can see the tyres now are past the best. We're on lap 13. The soft tyres doing about 11 laps, so we know we're going to pit on around about lap 14, I think. So the next lap we're looking to make a pit stop. But again, great race, trying to put him under pressure, but like I said, he's on those soft tyres, so he's making the best of those. Lap 14, we're coming to pit. See Kevin in P2 at the minute, so he had a good run. So Kevin now has pitted before us, so we're pitting now. What we'd actually do here, we actually underfuel the car slightly just to try and get out in front of Kevin, and you can see it worked an absolute treat. Kevin's right behind us, so we've actually gained the position there on track by just underfueling the car ever so slightly, but knowing that we will have to fuel manage probably in the last couple of laps. But we're on a fresh set of soft tyres now with 10 laps to go. We've got MMGT just in front, who almost loses it. Absolutely sideways through those S's, but great save. But we go down the inside, and that's a P9. So not a bad recovery so far. And we're looking to lap 17, and so we've crossed the line now. We actually set the fastest lap of the race, 2:03.668. So the pace was there, definitely to be running at the front, but obviously we've made a lot of mistakes, a lot of action at the beginning of the race. Back for the lead. We've got Sorty in P1, and we've got on board with Valkyrie at the minute, and a bit of controversy coming into the first corner as Valkyrie gets 2 wheels on the grass and ends up spinning round. This is quite a difficult one. It looks to me like it's been slightly squeezed, but it's quite difficult, obviously, to get every single angle. But it doesn't take much for you to spin around there. 2 wheels on the grass, and actually spins around, so, but no penalty given. Here's Jack in P6 making a move on tempo. So up to P5. Tempo, I think, is on a set of medium tyres. I believe he started on the softs. So Jack making places into P5. Again, now we've got Valkyrie and we've got Italia. Great battle for the podium for second and third place. But again, look at side-by-side action for these fast S's. And this is the nature of this track, to be honest. And it works out quite well in terms of racing. Quite a wide track, so you can actually get away with going side-by-side through a lot of the corners. So here's Italia, next corner. Valkyrie goes slightly wide onto the grass and gives that position back to Italia in P2. So skip forward to lap 20 and we're still in P9 and we're right behind Bahamas again. We seem to be sharing quite a lot of the racetrack. But you can see there it indicates us to go right. So we've got probably better tyres. You might be on the mediums there, so let us go. So fair play to Bahamas there, and we're going to crack on. See if we can make any more positions. We've got 5 laps to go. So let's see what we can do. 22, and we're right behind Tempo. And the Tempo is going quite slowly here. And I know he's on a set of medium tyres, but as it turns out, I think he was fuel saving. So we're on 23 of 25. We had to do the same, to be honest. We haven't got as much fuel left as I thought, so we were kind of short shifting, as you can see. But yeah, Tempo, I think, I'm not sure if he actually refueled, so he was doing major fuel saving, which lost him a lot of pace. We'll go down the inside and managed to get up to P7. We slammed in front and time in P5. Now this is the final lap. We've got Valkyrie in P2. And there's Italia just behind, goes for a dive down the inside. Just outbrakes herself. And we've got the old switcheroo, Valkyrie back into P2. And that's how it stayed at the end of the race. So 13 in first, Valkyrie and Italia is your top 3. We ended up coming across the line after a lot of drama, and I'll tell you what an absolute crazy night of racing that was. So after all that 53 minutes of racing, we started P7 and we ended up P7 but not a bad recovery drive after being last twice. But another great race of RTR League Racing. If you like that, guys, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters.